it's Bandit, and I'm here with Art Wheels Media. We're here at the Import Alliance meet at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. You guys know why we're here. You guys know exactly why we're here. We're here to see these drifters rip tires, do some interviews. Hopefully everybody has a good time. Let's get it.
Hey, I'm Jordan Treichler.
Okay, so my first question is, what do you do for a living to be able to afford this crazy build?
I'm a project manager.
Skill work. Skill work. What was the inspiration behind this build?
I decided, basically, if I had money when I was 16, what would I build? And this is what I ended up with.
Actually, is there any other motor you would have went with other than an LS?
No, my dad gave me the car originally, and from the get-go, the plan was to put an LS on it. So this is actually the third LS that's been in it. I blew the first two up, and this one's good though. This one's built well. It's got all forged internals, and I broke it in correctly, so it's good to go.
How did you break these two motors? You just were dogging it before the break-in period, or?
So the first one was from a junkyard. Didn't last very long. And the second one, I got literally 2 miles down the road and seized the engine up. There's a crate motor too.
Oh, are you serious?
Don't buy ATK motors.
That is actually insane. Yeah, that is crazy, crazy work. How much horsepower, torque, and nitrous are you pushing?
So it makes 497 horsepower to the wheels, 526 torque, and it's got a 100 shot on it.
Oh, man.
That's without the 100 shot. That's just motor.
Oh dear God. Oh man, that is pushing. Absolutely pushing. Did you have any troubles when you were picking out like your radiator or suspension, or wondering if everything was gonna fit in this car? Because it's obviously a very tight fit.
Yeah, it's a lot of fabrication went into fitting everything. Nothing actually fit. Like that is
Gotta make it fit.
It is a Miata radiator.
Yeah.
But it's actually supposed to sit about 2 inches toward the firewall. So I had to remake brackets to push it as far forward as I can get it. It's as tight as it can possibly be. If you look on the passenger side, I have a 1/16 of an inch between the frame and the header.
That is barely any room at all. Barely any room at all. On a scale from 1 to 10, how fun is this to drive?
Oh, I don't think it gets any more fun than that. Like it's 500 horsepower, it's 2,900 pounds with me in it. Power to weight ratio, like you'd be real hard pressed to find something
As fun.
Yeah, and it's still almost 50-50 for like weight distribution. It's 48.4 to the front, to the back, and 51.6 to the front. So we're pretty close, even distribution. So it handles really, really well. It's got V8 Roadster coilovers all the way around, and that are made for a V8 Miata. So it handles the weight. For the extra weight for the motor.
That's pretty perfect. Hi, we're here with Haltech, and I'm also here with...
I'm Will. I do sales and tech and a little bit of engineering work with Haltech.
Sounds pretty nice. We're here to ask him a couple questions. I know you guys are dying to hear. Could you first tell me what Haltech does and your guys' expertise?
Yeah, sure. So we do motorsports electronics, mainly ECUs, but we also do digital displays, power distribution modules, sensors, keypads, all the stuff to get every wire in your car taken care of and routed from here to there.
And that they do. I have a Haltech ECU in my car myself, and it is pristine. Now, could you describe to me Haltech in one word?
I would say passionate. Everyone at Haltech is super passionate about what they do. They believe in the product. They believe in the industry. They love the events. It's just a really passionate place. Everyone's happy to be there. Everyone's happy to be doing what they're doing. They love it.
By chance, do you know what started Haltech and where they got their ideas from?
I'm not sure what started it. I can tell you where the name came from. It's
Actually.
the HAL 9000. It's like a supercomputer in an old movie. So when they were starting the company, that's what they decided to name their computers after. But I mean, just cool cars need computers to control them. The birth of EFI kind of brings about a new breed of tuning in the industry, and there were a lot of holes to fill with that. So
Makes sense.
Haltech saw the gap, saw what needed to happen in order to make big power on these EFI engines that were just coming out in the 80s, and here we are now.
You guys definitely live up to the name HAL 9000. Would you guys have any recommendations for anybody that's looking to purchase your product?
Yeah, so the most important thing to do is just put in the research beforehand. Our ECUs are super powerful and they're pretty open-ended, so just do the research into what the product can do and what's going into your system so that you can really get a good idea of what you need. If you need any help with that, feel free to call into us. Our support team is always standing by. We're open, I think, 19 hours a day between America and Australia for support. So if you got questions, call in, but just do the research, get a feel for the product, know your car well, and build out a good system.
Oh, I got a personal question for you. What is your favorite car?
My favorite car?
Yeah.
FD Rx-3. Easy answer.
We got another Rotary fan for the wins, boys.
Yep.
I'll make sure you have a good night tonight. Hi, it's Bandit Flower here with Art on Wheels Media, and today we're here with
Carlos Rosado.
we got a Rotary maniac over here. Honestly, don't even know what I'm looking at. Can barely comprehend it. What was your biggest inspiration for the car?
I'm Puerto Rican, and from Puerto Rico, we have rotaries back in the 70s, and this is what we grew up with when I grew up as a kid. And we raced these cars back in the 70s and 80s with the muscle cars. So it pretty much is in our DNA, and we love old school Japanese cars. And I wanted to redo one, but with a modern twist, with the new technology, with the old school outside. And this is what I came up with.
Yeah, it really puts the past, the old school and the new school perfectly together, as you can see it clearly here. How much horsepower, torque, PSI, all those stats?
So right now the motor, she could do 1,200 horsepower, but right now we got it tuned down to 850 at 10 pounds of boost on pump gas to be streetable, because the car only weighs 2,300 pounds.
Yeah, that's it.
And I didn't want to cut it into make a roll cage for it or mini tub it or anything like that, because one, these cars are very rare to find to begin with, and there's no parts available for these cars no more. So
And then the weight with the roll cage.
yeah,
too.
so I just wanted to keep it old school in the out and the modern stuff.
Could you walk us through a lot of these modifications here? Because honestly, I'm still struggling to comprehend what I'm looking at.
We have a 1972 Mazda Rx-3. They usually come with a 12A motor from the factory. That's a 2-rotor. This is not the case here. This has a 3-rotor 20B. The motor is semi-peripheral, has a Sniper Pro J intake with 12 injectors, and the injectors are 1,200 ccms each. And it has a 80 mil turbo on the front of it, and the motor is stud and pinned. So pretty much this motor can do 1,200 horsepower if I crank it up, but we can't do that for the street, so we got to do 2 down. So I installed the motor without cutting the firewall, without cutting the RAS support, and the intercooler didn't fit that I wanted, so I put a water methanol injection that's in the trunk that it sprays inside into the throttle body when it gets hot. And that's all computer operated, has FuelTech 500, 550 system in it, and has a turbo 2 trans with a triple disc clutch, and it has a 9-inch forward rear end. Has the RC racing wheels on it with a B-lock, which you need it because the power that kicks out, the rim will spin faster than the tire, and pretty much has all the bells and whistles, big brakes, wheel brakes front and back, master cylinder, has a line lock, and like I said, this thing's a streetable, street legal car. I could get in the left lane, do 130, 140 with a blink of an eye, and go cruising around and have fun with it. Control when the power comes in, and you can time it just right for your driving and for the car itself. So that's the technology part. You can literally tune these things perfectly and find that right balance, and where I have it right now, I'm ecstatic with it. I can get in the left lane, like I said, and about 2 weekends ago, me and a Porsche 911 were going at it, and he couldn't believe I was next to him 140, 50 miles an hour, and he was just, there's no way. I'm like, yeah.
Probably shook his whole day up.
Yeah, yes it did. I pulled on him hard, and he was in his feelings, but he really appreciated the car because he pulled me over and thanked me. And I'm just trying to represent my culture. I'm from Puerto Rico. This is how we build cars.
You're doing it really well.
And and I'm associated with Rotary Showcase in Florida, so this is what we do, is keep them alive, man. Keep the memory going.
Yes, sir. Is there any social media tags we can follow you by? So that people know.
I'm located at Facebook, Carlos Rosado, and TikTok as well. And the car is on YouTube. I got a lot of followers with the car right now. And there is an autobiography on YouTube about the car.
As there should be.
The car has a story, and the family that sold me the car, the owner passed away. So I have a catch can that has his name on it, and the day he was born and the day he passed away. So
that is badass.
So that stays with the car, because if it wasn't for the family selling me the car, I would never even have the car. So that's an honor to him and my Spanish culture people, to let them know, like, he's gone but not forgotten.
100%. Hi, it's Bandit here, and we're here with JDI. We're here to ask a couple of questions that I know you guys are dying to know. So my first question is going to be, what makes you guys stand out versus other companies?
So I would say what makes us stand out is we are in a bit of a unique space. We're in automotive security. So day to day, we are looking for creative and innovative, effective solutions to automotive security to try to keep vehicles where they belong with the rightful owner, and add a bit of a modern touch at the same time.
Could you possibly tell me where this idea came about and how you guys got started? Because I also use one of your products, and as I was saying before, top of the line. Could not have spent my money any better.
Dude, I appreciate that first and foremost. It's actually pretty funny. My best friend, he just stepped away, had a really nice Civic back in the day. It's been like 10 years ago now. This is a really nice Civic. Parked in his driveway one night. He lived on the good side of town, did not think it was possible that it would get stolen. Woke up to go to work one morning and the car was gone. So fast forward a few years, we set out to try to solve that problem. A lot of people in the Honda world especially know that problem all too well. So we set out to come up with a solution to help fix that that wouldn't happen to him again or to anybody else.
Now, I gotta ask, did you guys ever find the car?
So funny enough, we did find the car, and he was gonna let it go. He's gonna let insurance buy it back. I talked him into buying it back from insurance. He parted the car out. I actually bought the engine and drivetrain from him. Thankfully, it was salvageable, and put it in my car. So his car now lives on in mine, which I think is super cool. So it still lives on to this day, a little piece of it at least.
That's pretty sick. It's pretty cool stories here.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys have a good day.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, it's Bandit here, and we're here with
Shea Ireland, Cesario.
Make sure you guys follow his all his social medias for sure. He makes pretty good content as well. Nice to be working with a fellow content creator. Now, could you tell us a little bit about the build, just generics for now?
Yeah, so this is a 1991 Toyota Soarer. It came with a stock 1J twin turbo motor. It's all the original motor. It was transmission swap in Japan from automatic to manual. They also did the interior swap when they got it to the United States. It was swapped to a single turbo and still on stock ECU.
Yes, sir. As you can see, this is a piece of work, a lot of money and time and dedication put in this build. We'll be right back to show you all the dress ups and everything in this build.
So yeah, I have a Mishimoto radiator. I got Mishimoto electric fans. I got all of the accessories redone. I got the alternator, water pump, power steering pump. I got the AC compressor. The only thing I didn't do on this car was the crank pulley. I also have Titan cam gears, the HKS timing belt, fish racing cap. My entire, it's all pollen, but my entire valve cover is covered with powder coating. And then I got a 6262 trim turbo from Drift Motion. This is from Z30. It actually says 1JZ instead of, it used to say like traction control. I replaced pretty much everything under the hood, as you can see. I got rid of the clutch fan. It has a Blitz blow-off valve. And the body kit is a Big Win body kit. I got Inky wheels. I got 18 by 8.5 in the front, 18 by 9.5 in the rear, 38 offset. My tint all the way around except for the windshield is 5%. I have a 1998 taillights. My car is completely straight piped all the way back to the head. And then I have Jig Magic coilovers. I have Megan Racing toe ends, rear upper control arms, lower control arms, tie rods, pretty much Megan Racing all the way around. I got the LS400 big brakes in the front. For my interior, I have the one of one Slam Enough North Carolina 2024 steering wheel made by Grip Royal. I got glow shift gauges. I got a Sony head dash. I got Mishimoto sponsorship, so I have a Mishimoto stick shift, Mishimoto lug nuts, and yeah, man, that's about it for this build. It's pushing 280 horsepower at the wheels, so about 330 crank, and that's it, man.
So I got one more question for you, and that is, what was the inspiration behind all of this?
So when I was 17, I saw an SC in a magazine, and I started looking them up, found out that there was a Japanese variant of it called a Soarer, and ended up getting a SC when I was like 20. Wasn't what I wanted, but I kept it for a while. Ended up getting an RX-7 FD. It was a salvage title. It was a lemon. Ended up finding a guy that can work on it. Took the car to him, and he had this under a car cover. I asked him, "Hey, what's up with that Lexus?" And he goes, "Oh, it's not a Lexus, man. It's a Soarer." Next thing you know, I hand him my keys. I'm like, "Hey, let's make a trade." And we traded. Everyone's like, "Oh, why would you trade a RX-7 for a Soarer?" And the big thing is the Soarer has a clean title, wasn't ever raped. It was completely, pretty much stock from when I got it. The RX-7, man, I put $20,000 in that car, spent 10 years trying to fix it, and I wasn't not even close to halfway. And he ended up putting another 10,000 into it, selling it for 25. That car's been sold 4 times since then. I've had this car for 3 years now, and it's brought me nothing but smiles, man.
This is definitely a pretty good deal for that trade, most definitely.
Absolutely.
I'll make sure I have a good day now.